would have ended up in different flight information regions. Everything was, let's say, organized, very much oriented on major traffic flows, right? So, but then for political reasons, Germany, or the responsible German minister said, no, I will not let Karlsruhe go into this European framework. And therefore there was a cut. Yeah. And over years there was a struggle to get the German part of the German UIR, upper area, special region, back to Karlsruhe. Yeah. But eventually we agreed on changing the institutional setup of Maastricht so that DFS will have a kind of say-so in Maastricht, as well as our Netherlands counterpart, LVNL, and so on and so forth. So there was just, it's all political. I would like to give you another reason or another example, which may be something also related to the GAMP afterwards. I will come to it. Yeah. Now that this was the situation and traffic was building up, we were thinking of reorganizing the ATS system, air traffic, but not only the services, but the routes in particular. Yeah? More oriented on the flows, where are they coming and so on and so forth. But what could be the optimal trajectory? And there is a very big one coming from the south, from the north, something like here, northeast, going down to the southwest. Yeah? And to organize it much better and more efficient would have meant to move everything a bit more to the east. Yeah? So the flow was like that, and it would have been better to be here. 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers. Not nautical miles, kilometers. Yeah? 40 kilometers would have meant to take this traffic flow out of Belgian airspace. Belgium is very small. Yeah. And just for, on purpose, it's 40 kilometers. Yeah? It's really, really not a big thing, right? 40 kilometers. But 40 kilometers, in this case, mean a big loss in Belgian economy.
Yeah, we understand.
Because a major traffic flow is also a major revenue flow, right?
We fully understand that.
You fully understand that, and I believe that you would understand. Yeah, because you have a challenging environment as well, right? So very important for your national A&P. And we have the Single European Sky, this is our region, right? And our program is called CESAR, Single European Sky ATM Research Program. This is our program here, right? And this is our ASPO framework. So, okay. And I said, come on, we need to do that. Yes, fully understood Belgium said. But then we need to have a financial compensation mechanism. Yeah, we would let go, but we need the money. Yeah, and then the aviation world says, hey, this is not the idea of aviation. Okay? And therefore we didn't get the support. So this is important when we talk about the methodology. Yeah? We will talk about the scope and we will talk about the context. And the context will be your geographical situation, your economy, what is your national development plan, because you need to get the money for everything you want to do and so on and so forth. Just to answer your question in front of your colleagues, because it very much relates to our work here. Yeah. And thank you very much for it. This is the kind of discussion we should have, huh? Yeah? Okay, wonderful. Start of the seminar. And the start will be a next active part for yourself. Yeah. So this is, you can read by yourself. There's no need to read that for you. But the interesting thing is that the first, and you will get all the presentations, you will get all the slides. Okay. The interesting thing is that the first GAMP, do you know when the first GAMP was developed?
2016.
Again?
2016.
Yeah, 2013. 2013, published in 2014, and with a duration of 2028. Yeah, 2014 to 2028. For me, this is super interesting because already in 2014, some challenges have been identified for the aviation sector, yeah, and some ambitions we should define. This was far before the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Far before, so super clever people yeah, already thought of things. Yeah. So the pandemic then came up, and then there was the next edition of the GAMP, and as I told you, I was member of the German delegation at the 13th Air Navigation Conference, October 2018 in Montreal. This was when the 6th edition of the GAMP was discussed, and the major changes were introduced. So this was 2018, yeah, with the GAMP 2019, yeah, to follow. And with all the challenges, even there was no pandemic, and many threats we do have to face today weren't at hand, right? So, and what I would like to go is, this was the idea, and it's still the 7th edition. We will talk about the 7th edition of the GAMP. So everything we do is the current version of the GAMP, yeah, very actual. There were just minor changes from the 6th to the 7th edition, very minor. So the most important, you would agree, the 6th one's the major changes. But everything we do, we look into the 7th. Yeah. Perhaps I should say something else. I was told from a colleague, he was in Taiwan, and they were talking about the Global Air Navigation Plan. Yeah. And he referred to an older version. And there was a misunderstanding, and no, this is not right, and maybe this is so what I try to bring forward is this is an extremely dynamic process. In particular, if we go to the technical level, yeah, not the strategic, but the technical level, this is a quite dynamic process. Yeah. So there should be no struggle in what is the version. Just go into the GAMP portal and you will have the actual information. It's so dynamic that you will find lots of typos. If you go into ICAO website, GAMP portal, you will find a lot of typos, double words, whatever. Yeah, some because people are continuously working on that. There is a process how nations or how stakeholders can ask for changes, right? And these changes after they have, let's say, validated through a given process, we can talk about that, will be introduced into the new conceptual roadmap, yeah, and into the various volumes of the region. So therefore, just look it up. Don't struggle, just go into the internet and look it up and you will have the most current version of it. So, but these are the key objectives. It's about the society, it's about the aviation community, it's about growth, it's about economies, it's about GDPs, yeah. Of course, it's about safety and security. This is always paramount. Good to have Anna with us. And Anna, you will have a lot of things to do when your colleague will start to build the ANP, because there's one thing which is absolutely paramount in the global air navigation plans, absolutely paramount. Nothing shall be deployed without a prior safety assessment. Nothing. You're not allowed to do whatever without a prior safety assessment in place. Yeah. So this is super important, still paramount. Sustainability, more and more, and we will talk about more in detail. And what I try to understand is, before we go further, what are, maybe from your perspective as representatives from the Vietnamese ATM and responsible for building the national plan, what do you think, what are the most important challenges, objectives? What do you have to organize? What do you believe? Yeah. So, and I would like you to split up in 3 groups. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. No, it's 4 days. No. So, you would please go over here. Yeah, you too. Okay, together with Anna, and you with you both there, and you both and you go here. Okay? And then take your text one card. We'll take pictures afterwards. You have cards and you have color pens here. Okay, just go. Here.
Ba người không biết.
You don't need those if you need.
Đây bút đây.
So, just get up. It's a workshop.
đầu wifi này
And you have a couple of minutes.
request ticket à? Thì mình phải yêu cầu người mình có
Cái trang
trang đăng nhập
để chờ cầu đủ.
Make it as easy as possible. Just some cards, not too complicated. Just what are the main challenges? And one group is here. Team number 2 is over there, and team number 3 is here.
so 1 by 3 so I am under 3 right
Team number 3 here.
so 1 2 3
Yeah.
So,
With Lan, please.
you speak?
this is my team
This is your team.
okay
Yeah, with you, please.
Can you repeat the
Okay. So it's what are the areas? What are the most important challenges you face as Vietnam ATM? So what do you think? Ooh, this I have to take in consideration. Yeah.
So in this specific area or
Whatever you like. Whatever you like. I give you an example. When traveling to Africa, right? Traveling to Africa, Nigeria, wherever, it's a huge country. It's a huge country, okay? And they do have lots of agriculture. Yeah? Lots of agriculture. And what they have deployed is billions of drones. For them, drones, and I say drone operation is maybe an issue, yeah, for the economy and other things. Yeah. We in Germany, we are under attack. We are under attack. DFS, it was my responsibility in December, has been attacked by a state actor in terms of cybersecurity. This was really an issue. We struggled hard. We had a crisis for almost 8 weeks, and I was responsible for that. And so maybe security is an issue for you. Yeah, maybe security is a specific issue, or you have issues in communication. Yeah, or you have environmental issues. You have tremendous noise problems at airports. Maybe you have a huge capacity issue. Yeah, is there an airport going down? Yeah. Because of capacity. What is about functionality? Many delays. Just some spotlights. All right. Don't make it too complicated. Just all right. Yeah, please. Yeah. And you're over there. Yeah. Just some spotlights. Maybe training is an issue. I don't know.
Ghi ra cái giấy đây trong tính ở đây.
Ghi giấy này ạ.
Ghi ra giấy trong tính lên đây là.
Bạn mắc với chị thì có khuyên bên em thì UAV với lại
Ê, thế em nhỉ, đi lấy nhiều chi tốt anh, quan chi tốt anh Thanh. Quan chi tốt rồi, quan bắt khu vực.
Mang rồi cái kế hoạch của mình
And then you can explain.
tức là mình đang xây dựng kế hoạch của mình chỉ ở trong cái góc độ quản lý bay thôi, thì cái phần mà mình có thể cái mối liên hệ giữa ba cái mảng này để thuyết phục người ta thấy rằng là cái kế hoạch của mình là cần thiết, chứ không phải ở dưới mỗi góc độ của quản lý bay, thì mình đang xây dựng ở trên cái góc nhìn của điều hành bay thôi. Thế còn bây giờ là cái kế hoạch đấy thì nó như thế nào với cả cảng với cả của hãng bên ví dụ một cái nha, bây giờ mình muốn
Đấy, cái này mình thấy hợp tác thương mình hiện nay với cả với các doanh nghiệp
thì đang chưa đủ thế bên dưới
đây tính lên đây cho viên dễ viết.
ví dụ một cái sinh lượng
Đấy là một câu hỏi em nghĩ là mình sẽ phải trả lời cho cái kế hoạch của mình.
ông cũng sẽ thêm cái cấp phép kiểu như
ví dụ như là
Here, more needles if you need them.
Đây,
một cái được không anh? Sẽ ghi là
Thank you. Very good.
AIS cũng sẵn sàng hỗ trợ sư được
chết đi được.
Oh, you need that. Or you can just CNSS.
ví dụ cái này cái capacity này mình chỉ ghi là KM
Ngắm cái.
đây cái phần đánh giá
do cái sẽ không ảnh hưởng đến cái mật độ bay cao của liệu của mình
Không bắt vấn đề rồi các bạn
thì competency để làm năng lực của nhân viên quanh đấy.
Tôi nói từ cái
cái này mình phải tới cái mình sẽ phát triển các lĩnh vực cho không đều
cái đấy thì nó chưa
cái
phát triển được không
cái phải hiện tại
đúng rồi, tức là cái kiểu là cái sự không được liên kết giữa các mảng không được phát triển.
Yes, something put it onto the board. Okay. Maybe another 2 minutes or so, then it's good enough. Okay, wonderful. So, now every group needs one speaker. Who's the speaker for this group? It's Anna, okay. Who's the speaker of this group? You speak together, wonderful. Who's the speaker of this group? Together, beautiful. Very good, lovely. Okay. So, my question is now for you. And what I'm doing here, and come on, just give it a break. What I can do, just to agree on something, what I can do is I can stand here and speak 7 days like this to you. Jasper, I can do that, believe me.
I believe.
I can do that. Oh, you believe that? Okay, so. Okay. I think this is not a good training. Yeah?
Yeah.
So do you agree to continue like that? Okay, wonderful, thank you. So, we have now 3 groups, and what I would love you to do is that the first group, it will be Anna, will present the 1 or 2 or 3 priorities this group of challenges has identified. And you all are invited to listen closely to your colleagues and to raise a question. Yeah? Do not criticize, please. Yeah? Do not say no, just raise questions. Why is that so? When you go back home to build your national ANP, it must be a collaborative approach. Yeah? It must be collaborative. You have to work together. And what I always would recommend is listen first and ask questions. Yeah? Don't make something like this. No? Okay. This is just a recommendation. Yeah?
Don't document.
Okay. Anna, please.
Well, we focus on 3 challenges. The first thing is the legacy and strategy. For example, with the AIM workflow, we lack of ATM stream and data exchange. And the second thing is the cooperation between stakeholders. For example, with from military and airlines, airports, and government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and last but not least is the capacity of the ATM. For example, the capacity of S-Pay. We lack a tool and method to assess the capacity of S-Pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Are there questions, maybe?
So the workflow of the
AIM workflow.
Yeah, may I explain more in detail about because now our group think about the policy in Vietnam. We are almost policy is slower than the system exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we have already invested AM system already, put it into operation, but it is not work like the AM system, like digitalized system, because there is no policy or no workflow deployed from between a stakeholder like ACB or from the high level like government like the CAAB.
Civil application.
Yeah.
What is ACW? What is ACW? Airport.
I mean the
Okay.
data originator.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the airport operators are separated from the NSP.
Yeah.
And they-
Yes.
okay.
They should input the data originator change request into the AM system, but now it is not.
I see.
Not
Okay. And you, but you provide tower control.
Yeah, we provide us workstation or input.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
web portal.
So then,
This one about the policy and legacy.
okay.
Like ATM network or stream is the same. It must be joined from a stakeholder like ACB or
Mm-hmm.
CAAB or yes,
Mm-hmm.
airport airline. But now we work here separated or alone.
Mm-hmm. So this is one thing, I would call it surroundings, yeah? Oh, gosh. I do better next time, and stakeholders, yeah?
Sorry.
Because surroundings means there's civil military as well, right?
Yeah.
Civil military, so this is an important stakeholder, it's not your
Yes.
responsibility, but it's a surrounding you have to take into consideration, yeah?
Okay. Coordinate between stakeholder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stakeholder, surrounding stakeholder.
Okay, and then I understood capacity, right?
About the capacity, we think about the tool and the how we can calculate the capacity of the aspect or human factor or something like that.
So you have a capacity problem. So you have lots of delays.
I think now we cannot calculate exactly about how capacity.
So you do not have the data to calculate.
No tool to collect
No
data.
tool to collect the data and to calculate. Okay. That's very really important. So, but do you think you have a problem? So you need to have a tool and to calculate the data.
Now you try to buy the tool.
Okay. Do you have a capacity problem? Is there a lot of delay in Vietnam?
Yeah, I think a lot of delay. Maybe
So
another group will explain more.
Your question is was maybe with the time we have the best answer.
Okay.
ATMM.
Okay. So here it's more about data collection, yeah?
Yeah, information and data processing.
Data collection, assessment is over there, so yeah? Okay, data collection, okay now. Thank you. No further questions for this group? Okay, thank you very much then. Next group, please.
So my group, we have three main factors. So the first main is same with group one, about cooperative with other stakeholder like ally, CB, and military or ANFC and authority. So next we have traffic volume. We have grow up traffic volume very fast in the next some year near. So we can maybe have to develop the capacity of ATM system to balancing with the traffic volume. Very flexible. So it's a next we have 5 months service ATM, AIS, Metrology, and Search and Rescue and CNF. So the develop of 5 main service may be not balancing. So yes,
It's not synchronized.
some survive may be good, but some survive maybe not enough good. So we need synchronize to upgrade capacity of the system. This is the
Very good.
main.
Yeah, understood. Thank you very much. Any questions for this group, for team 2? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, we're from the same corporation, we know.
Yeah? Do you know?
Yeah, we know. We all know.
Yeah, I worked for DFS many years, and I wouldn't have said so. Within DFS, there were many perspectives on the one or the other situation. There was not always an agreement. Yeah. So therefore, for me, it's a good sign. It's that yes, we are the same company. Yes, yeah, I see the problem. Thank you very much. Team 3, please.
So I will explain the 4 main challenges, and Mr. Wick will explain the 2 rest, the last 2 challenges. So for my part, for the first, I have problem. We have problem with the UTM, with the traffic management, UAV traffic management, because at the moment the demand is increasing. There is increasing demand in the UAV operation in Vietnam. However, we still don't have the capacity to, we don't have the capacity to manage them and to operate them effectively, and we don't have infrastructure to manage the operation of the UAV at the moment. The second
Excuse
one,
me?
yeah.
Just a question. So when you talk about the unmanned traffic management system, so UTM, again, what is your problem?
The demand is we have demand.
So many drones.
Yeah, we have demand on drones, but
Yeah.
we don't have capacity.
All drones, civil, military, small, big drones.
Yeah. But we
Okay.
don't have capacity to we don't have anything to control them.
regulations.
So is it capacity or is it the capability?
Capability actually.
Capability,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
Capability.
not yet a capacity problem, it's the capability
Yeah,
and you said the regulatory framework.
Yeah, correct.
Your lack of regulations.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We need the regulation and we need the solution to manage them. And
So-
also how to cooperate with the military.
So the
Can we do that here? So
Yeah.
it's about infrastructure, right?
yes. Infrastructure and regulation.
Infra, it's regulation.
Yeah.
And it's about the capabilities as such, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capability. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay?
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
And the second one with the flexible use of airspace. We have like the airspace in Vietnam is very like strict control under strict control of the military body. So actually when we want to like open up our airspace to like for example to set up new air route or maybe to implement something like new procedure, the airspace is very limited and we have to like to avoid the restricted airspace, the military restricted airspace. Actually, if we can do something like flexible use airspace, whenever like for example we design the segregated area or maybe reserve area, it will be better. However, it's now the regulation and the military body they still do not allow it. So yeah, so the flexible use airspace is still our challenges.
Okay. Just now you know the concept, flexible use of airspace concept, of course. Have you implemented as a state the flexible use of airspace concept in Vietnam? It's not implemented because it has level 1, it's policy, level 2 is, and then you have the tactical level 3, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's not.
Well, for the level 1, we don't ever have for the.
You don't have a level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And the third one will be.
Excuse me, this is super important. So, not implemented, right?
Yes.
No level 1.
Có vẻ nhiều cái liên quan đến
Okay.
cơ chế
Excuse me?
regulation.
Important for the group?
Yeah, okay.
Please step, is okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
And the third challenge is GNSS with the GNSS signal. We actually sometimes we don't know the source of the interference and why we cannot receive the GNSS signal in some area. So, but we guess that we have some problem with the GNSS jamming or spoofing. Yeah, but exactly what problem we don't know yet. So at least we know that there are some problems there. Yeah.
Okay, so you see the phenomena, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We do have this in Europe as well. We do see jamming and spoofing because we are so close to Poland and the Ukrainian-Russian war. You see that?
Yeah.
We do see that aircrafts who had encountered such a situation, for example, in Israel, Gaza Strip and so on, Jordan, once they have been subject of spoofing or jamming, they take this problem with them the entire flight because of the time signal has changed or whatever, right? So, but what is the issue? So what is the requirement? Do you want to monitor the spectrum better? Do you need tools to monitor the spectrum, right?
Yes.
To understand what's going
for
on.
monitoring.
Yeah. Okay. This would be a solution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what is your problem?
The problem is that we get some interference into our GNSS signal.
Okay. And do you have is capacity impaired, or do fall aircrafts from the? Do you have accidents a lot?
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So the issue is here to increase the level of security. Yeah. So
Yeah.
more security with regard to safety. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
And the fourth one is the same with the group number one.
Okay.
We don't have like, well, we don't have the data to calculate the capacity, and we don't like we could not develop a methodology to effectively calculate the capacity.
No, or lack of data. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a methodology.
Of data. No methodology. No tool. Okay.
No prediction flow.
Yeah.
Cannot predict.
I'm so happy because you will get so many answers during this course. During this course. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
And the next one is the data exchange, like the group one. It's about the data exchange between the system.
This is the one here, right?
Yeah.
In swim environment.
She loves you. She wants to support your swim request. Huh? Yeah.
We all know that we and I count the standard for this on the standard of the data. From we invest, of course we have the system from different manufacturers. So we still have a lack of system of the system.
Yeah. Just to understand the challenge here, is it already swim, or are you talking about essential requirements in terms of interoperability? Is it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interoperability.
Because we don't have swim environment yet. We haven't had the swim environment.
Okay. Maybe I should put essential, because it sounds really strong. So there is a big lack of need or something. Okay. Thank you. Do you agree?
Yes.
Please just jump in and help to support it.
Yeah, because we are not developed the business rule for the X-ray model, data X-ray model. So some even the system we bought from Europe, from another other provider, and cannot connect to each other or exchange between the system and system. Even the AISM 5.1
Oh, that's a
follow the
pity.
ICAO standard, but
That's a
cannot.
pity. Yeah, that's a pity. Okay.
It could also with
So you invested money, but you do not have
We don't
return.
because we do not know the rule of the standard protocol or
Okay. But the important thing, you invested money, but you did not achieve the performance. You did not achieve the level of interoperability you were aiming at, right?
Yeah.
This is a big issue when we talk about the global navigation plan. Yeah? It's a big issue.
now it is
The
small
recommendation is
issue,
better don't spend
What's the
money.
issue?
Okay. Yeah. And then we have common.
And lastly, communication international infrastructure, aircraft just because now I know it current way to communicate between the controller and pilot is VHF.
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah, I think in future many countries have a plan to improve exchange, data exchange between the grabs and the brand. Yes. Examples, VHF data.
Is it about CPDLC?
Aerobac.
Yes,
No.
yes.
Now is the CPDLC class 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Class, yeah. And
No, but you were talking about
Future
controller pilot
Yeah.
communication, and you want to have a digitization area. Yeah, this is the aim, maybe an aim. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so annoying. What is your problem?
Because we should make plan for future.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't know the chance of in the world.
Okay. So what I try to tell you is, here in Germany we use CBDLC. For example, in Frankfurt, almost 55% of clearances are provided through CBDLC only.
Should we invest GitApp, Tethering, Aerobac, and Sacom? Yeah.
Satcom as well. So what I try to tell you is, the question is always, is there a problem? Yeah. So, and we do not have CBDLC all over Germany. Why not? Of course, it takes time, it takes money, and so on and so forth. But we do not have the problem all over in Germany. So we do have some problems in some areas where people have to talk too much. Yeah. When you look at the controller's workload, talking is a big part of it. Yeah. And if the capacity demand is like here, and we should concentrate on separation and other things, you should not talk too much. And there we tried to bring something as a solution because there was a problem. It's again, this. Please take this question with you. Do I have a problem? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I fall in love with a solution? It would be so nice to have CBDLC all over Vietnam, right? Or do I have a problem? You know, I'm making it a little bit. You understand?
Yeah.
This is super important when we now further process. And please take me super serious, even if I laugh and do things like that. Yeah. As a VP, I was super strict. Do we have a problem? Yeah. Then you do not get any single euro. Full stop, period. Right? Yeah. Because as a VP in such a company, I do have a commercial responsibility. No, you won't get even a cent for something. Yeah, it's nice, shiny, wonderful, yeah? But we do not need it now and not tomorrow. And this is the important question. What is my situation today? And you brought it up. Tomorrow, we have to do something because of the development for tomorrow. That's fair, yeah. But not, maybe in 2045 we could use something like this also.
I think Mr. Kong want to share about our challenge with Xi'an. Because now we have to prepare COMI. Com information and com service, the framework for the stream and connect between the ground and air ground for the data link and share the data between the
Okay.
So we think about that, and we now have some difficult or do not know how to be destroyed. And when should we do, and what is
this is a tremendous task. I know this is super challenging. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to simplify anything. I just want you to focus on specific principles.
Currently,
and for tomorrow, but not for over tomorrow. Because you really need, and I will now continue with the theory. You will need to really focus on your current and tomorrow's problems. Yeah? And this is where the money should go. Period.
Currently, I can share with you about the connection between the AMHS from Vietnam to another country. Now we cannot do already. Please call me also.
Any questions for this group? No, then thank you. Wonderful. So, Jan is here, and I think he wants to take us to lunch.
Yes, correct.
But the thing is, I took some pictures. If you don't want me to take pictures, I will delete them. right away, but I took some pictures just to document how busy you were and active in this room. And I will take photos of this walls as well, so this will be part of the documentation. Okay? Thank you very much. Yeah, let's go for lunch and then we do some theory there.
So the canteen is right over there. There are a few things to say before that. We will go in there. You will choose your lunch, your dishes, take whatever you want. But at the end, we're meeting before the counter because we need to go through one as one group. Because obviously you don't want to pay, we pay. So we just gather before the counter and then we will all go through. Just for your information. And you can grab your stuff. We will lock the room so everything is safe in here. That's it.
Quanh đây thôi. Quanh đây.
Ăn ở căng tin đi.
Vâng. Đồ thì cứ để đây thôi.
Sao để em không phải sao đảo
Nó không hiểu là bánh trà.
không ngồi sáng thì các bạn là được mời nhé.
Hả?
Mời đấy là bữa tối hôm sau thứ hai rồi.
Đi ăn à? Ra căng tin rồi đi không?
Căng tin thôi. Nó về xem xét lại cái gan của mình ANP của mình với version 0.1 thì 1.0 nhỉ?
Ở đây xem là quanh đây có nhà quán ăn rồi.
Ngoài căng tin ấy hả? Ra ngoài.
Thôi cứ ăn để nó hấp căng tin của họ cái.
Thôi buổi đầu ăn căng tin đi.
Sau này ăn đi. Mình tìm máy bay đi sau.